Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whichever part of the world you're watching us from. Sorry, we are a bit late today. We are back again. Yay! It's webinar day, Tuesday, our best
Well,
day.
that's true.
Yeah, it's webinar day. We are so sorry we couldn't make it yesterday because of one thing or the other that came up that we need to sort out. That is why we couldn't make it yesterday. But we are here today. Yeah, my name still remains Doris. For those that are watching me for the first time, I'm the face behind Doris Mercy Grace page. I'm originally from Nigeria, based in Ireland, a mom of three, and a digital business mentor. Here with me is my business partner, an amazing friend of mine. Her name is Sister Ify. I'm going to hand over to her to introduce herself before we dive into the topic of the day. Sister Ify, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Sister Doris, for this opportunity. Hello, viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're going to be watching us from. We bring you greetings. Yes, we apologize for not being here yesterday. We are human, we're moms, we're wives, things come up here and there. And so yesterday we couldn't make it, but we're here today, like my business partner said. Well, I still remain Ifi, a wife and a mom of three lovely children, a Nigerian originally resident in the United States with my family. I am an online business owner and a mentor. Back to you, sis.
All right, thank you so much. I welcome those that are joining us. I can see a lot of people are popping in. You're welcome to our live for our live show today. You are welcome. Grab your drink and your popcorn. Yeah, and listen to what we are going to upload soon. Yeah, the topic of today is rewrite your story from I can to I am capable. Yes. Reset that your mindset. I know a lot of people, their mindset is fixed. They find it difficult to change it, but if your mindset is fixed like that, you will remain in one spot. But when you shift your mindset, it will help you to grow more. So put on the comment section what you think that your mindset is it a fixed mindset or a growing mindset. Put it on the comment section while we dive in. Yes, we all have a moment when we tell ourselves, I can't. Yeah, me too. Not only you, everybody. Maybe it may be because you have failed before, or maybe you have tried something several times, it didn't work, and you concluded that you cannot do it, or that plan will not work. Don't conclude like that. What if I tell you now that failure is preparing you for a growth in future? Or that failure, or that thing that you have failed, is preparing you for something else in future, or a lesson that you're going to teach someone in future. It happens like that sometimes. You may pass through something today and you failed. When you pick up you dust yourself and do it in the other way. And when you do it the other day, maybe the thing you went through, all you need to do, maybe tomorrow someone else will be in that situation. What will you do? You have a solution to it. You will tell the person, oh, I could remember last time I tried to do this is what happened, but I did it in the other way and it worked out for me. That is a lesson. You learn from that and you are teaching it to someone else. There was a time I felt completely stuck. I tried something new and it didn't work. I was embarrassed and ready to quit. But one day I decided to stop asking, why did I fail? I changed everything. I can start again. I start asking myself, what can I learn? In what way can I do this thing so that I can be able to overcome it? That small shift changed everything around for me, and including where I am today. I'm just using this opportunity to tell you, look into those areas that you have failed and you have concluded that you cannot do it. Try another way, or you ask questions, or you read some books, or go for trainings that might help you to show you another way that you can do it. When I look closer, I realized that the experience wasn't a loss. It was a lesson. It was experience to me. It was a hard situation for me then when I was stuck. I learned how to plan better, communicate clearly, and trust myself more instead of remaining in that one spot. That failure became the foundation of my growth today. So today I want you to rethink, look into your life, look into those situations that you have concluded that you cannot do it, or you have abandoned those projects that you have abandoned. You think that it will not work, and tell yourself that you're capable, that you can do it. Do it in another way. Change the plan, or you ask for someone's opinion, or you ask for those that you look up to. You might ask them, oh, this is what I'm passing through. Ask questions, drop your questions in your communities. Or if you have for example, if you're in this business, you have a business partner, or you have an accountability partner, discuss it with them. Because they say problem share is problem half solved. When you share a problem, you have solved part of the problem. But when you keep it to yourself, you remain there. So I'm going to hand over to Sister Ife to tell us what you think about this topic. What's your own opinion?
Thank you so much. Oh my God, as you were talking, so many things were going through my head about this. I can't. It's such a common statement that we make, everybody. Before you even finish whatever proposal you have for somebody, the next thing you hear, no, I can't do it. I cannot do it.
Yeah.
It's so common that we don't even think about the effect of us on us, or effect of it on us. We don't think about that. Well, it's a powerful, they said there's power in the tongue, right?
Yeah.
It's a very powerful and negative statement that we always are ready to make without, like I said, thinking what effect it has on us when we say that. I remember when I first came to this country, I was told there are two things you can do to survive, or not survive, to live a good life. You either become a teacher or you become a nurse. And these are two things that I didn't like at all. Teaching runs in my family. And I watch my older ones who are teachers always complaining about too much work, taking work home, being paid less and stuff like that. And I said, okay, I don't want to do a job that I have to take home. I want to finish it in the office and go home with nothing going home with me.
Mm.
The next one is nursing. I just didn't like anything to do with the hospital. When I was a kid, I told my mom I was going to be a doctor because my mom was always very sick. I said I was going to be a doctor so I could heal, I could cure her of her ailment. Yeah. But as I grew older, I realized I couldn't handle anything that has to do with the hospital. And so when I came here and I was told those are the two things that you can do and live a comfortable life, I said, oh my God, I can't. And my brother-in-law, my husband's cousin, who was with his wife was a lawyer, but when she came here, she became a teacher. They said, what do you mean you can't? I said, I can't do it. I don't know how I can be a teacher too. I can't handle anything in the hospital. I don't like blood, this, that. My cousin-in-law says, shut your mouth up. You can do it. What do you mean you can't? The people that are doing it, do they have two heads? My friend, get in there. Girls like you are doing these things and you're here telling us you can't. You can do it. So I said, I'm not good in science. He said, stop. You're good in everything. It's all in your mind.
Yeah.
Just get in there and do it. And I went in. I started going to school to take all the prerequisites. And when I got to anatomy, I called my husband. Then he was in Nigeria. I called him. I said, today we'll make or mar this my dream. Well, it wasn't my dream. It was a dream forced on me. I said, today we'll make or mar it. He said, why? I said, it's anatomy, and I'm going to be dealing with a cadaver. If you hear that I fell on the cadaver and passed out, that's it. He said, you can do it. You're strong. I said, well, thank you for saying that. But in my mind, I know it's not me. I'm not going to do it. And believe me, I went in there, and the professor was so funny. Do I call it fun? On that day, it wasn't fun at all. When we gathered and we were supposed to go into the cadaver room, they had about 2 or 3 cadavers there. He said, we wanted to go in. He said, no, stop. You can't go in there without doing there's a kind of ritual we do.
It was just need to tease you people.
Yes. Even those who had confidence in themselves started losing confidence. We all became afraid. He said, you have to do a ritual. You can't walk in there. You know, those people, we have to respect them. So allow me go in, do some rituals, and then we can then come in. We were all looking at ourselves. I started shaking, visibly shaking. Most of us were shaking. We were looking at ourselves. Some wanted to run away. And then he came out. When he came out, he laughed. He said, how do you feel? We couldn't talk. He started laughing. He said, okay, there's no ritual. I just wanted to test you guys. Come on. There were human beings like you. Come on. We went in. After that day, the next day, I went in there myself with 3 cadavers. And I was working on one on my own before somebody else came in.
You see.
So you see, the word I can't is a very powerful word.
Yeah.
What we do not realize is that when we use that word, something happens in our subconscious. Something happens in our brain. And when you say that, it turns off your brain from that thing. Mm. If your brain was going to walk around and see if there's a way that thing can be done, you tell it, go to bed. I cannot do this. And it goes to bed.
Yeah.
It won't provide any solutions to you. So the word I cannot is so powerful that it should be the last thing we speak. You have so much potentials, hidden potentials in you that you know nothing about. And except you put them to tests, you will not know they are there, lying fallow, unused, untapped. Even if you want something, sometimes we see something we love so much, but because we are broke, we say, oh no, I can't afford it. And you go. And once you say, I can't afford it, you have told your brain, shut down, go to bed. Don't even try to look for solution. And that's it. So instead of saying, I can't, say, how can I? How can I do this? When you use that word, how can I? Leave it, you see, your brain starts coming up with so many suggestions of how you can. And that is what we call growth mindset. Your mind is working to bring out solutions, to provide solutions to you. Oh, okay. Even when you're sleeping, Solutions keep coming to your brain
Yeah.
because you've given it a task. How can I afford this? How can I do this? How can I do that? But once you say, I can't, you shut it down. It doesn't even come up with any solutions, possible solutions to how you can solve that problem. Some people will say, oh, I'm being realistic. There's no point. Say, I want to afford something I know I cannot afford. You're not being realistic. You are just shutting yourself down. There could be a way out that you know nothing about. But if you let your brain work, put itself to work, it brings out solutions to you. I remember Dave and Roxanne, the couple that did the debt-free show in Ramsey Show. There was a testimony they gave about this business when they first started. They said they asked somebody, how much do you pay for your ad a day? And when they were told, they didn't say, oh, we can't afford it, because they had no money at that time. They looked at themselves and then they went home and sat down and asked, how can we afford this? What can we do to be able to raise money to do this ad? And their brain came up with so many ideas. It was then they started selling off things they had in the house that they didn't need, they didn't use. It was then they decided they wanted to rent out. They lived in a 2-bedroom apartment. They decided they want to rent out one to raise money. They started having yard sales. The husband started selling off his suits that he's been keeping there, he wasn't wearing. They started selling off some of their iPads that they were not. Ideas came up and they raised a lot of money, with which they now started running their ad. But if they had said, oh, we can't afford it, we cannot afford this, their brain wouldn't have come up with all those ideas. They wouldn't even have thought about it.
Yeah.
So people, let us stop saying, I can't. I can't is a very dangerous statement to make. It kills your dream. Yes, don't live above your means, but do not say, I can't. Say, how can I? Oh, I want this thing. I love this car. I want it. How can I afford it? I know at that present moment you do not have money to afford it. But how can you afford it? Your brain will go to task. It will go to work. It's a challenge you've given to it. And it will take up that challenge and start flooding you with ideas of how you can do it.
Wow.
I have an ad I want to make, but I don't even know, I didn't know what to say. And one day I just said to myself, oh God, how can I make this ad? What do I say to make this ad look good? I was sleeping in the night. I thought I was awake, and ideas, line by line, what I should say started coming into my head. I was trying to resist getting up, because if I get up, I might not sleep again. But this thing kept flooding my brain. Where is that paper? Here, this was the paper close to me. I got up and started writing them down. Here, this is all the things I wrote down that night. So I'm trying to put the ads together. If I had said, this ad, I don't think I can do it. I don't know what to say. I can't do it. These ideas wouldn't come to me. So I can't is a deal breaker. It's not good at all. It's a spoiler. It's a killer of dreams. Try to stop using I can't. Replace it with how can I? How can I do this? How can I achieve this? How can I is a more powerful word and puts your brain to work, bringing ideas to you of how you can. Even if you cannot at that moment, it's okay. But don't close the door. The word I can closes the door and it will never happen. But how can I keeps the door open? It could be something that could happen in the future. Because you didn't close the door, your brain still revisits that thing and still gives you ideas of how you can do it.
Yeah.
So I'm encouraging you today to start building a growth mindset by not foreclosing on anything, any idea that comes, whether it is from you or somebody brought that idea or you just see an opportunity. And maybe because of experiences, bad experiences you've had in the past, you just wave it off immediately. No, I can't. I don't even want to look at it. You are foreclosing a door you're not sure if it is the door that God has opened for you. And on your own, you shut it. And you keep praying, doors, please, God, please open doors for me. A door has been opened already, and you shut it down. And God will be there saying, but I opened the door for you, and you just shut it. Go back and open the door. Maybe that idea still keeps popping up in your head, and you keep saying, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. God, please open the door. The door is right there, opened. It's just for you to recognize the fact that this is the door that has been opened for you by saying, okay, how can I proceed with this? And see ideas come to you. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sister Ifia. Thank
Doctor,
you.
you know, I call you Dr. Doris now. Maybe. You never know. I don't know how that came. I don't know how that, but you never know.
You see, you've heard what she said. Instead of saying I can, just said, how can I do it? And you see, you have put your brain to work. The ideas will come. So don't stay, I can. So look into, as I said earlier on, check in your life, those doors that you have said, I can't. Resaid it again. I said, I can. How can I do it? You see, the ideas will start coming. That is what Sister Ife has just said now. That you should say, instead of saying I can't, just say how can I do it? And the ideas, you have put your brain to work to start searching on the new ways that you're going to do it. And it keep telling you. Don't forget, anytime that idea start coming, take your pen and paper, start writing it so that you'll not forget it. As Sister Ife did, she wrote all her ideas there, waiting for her to put together and offload. Thank you so much, Sister Ife. All right, today's webinar day. I'm still going to hand over to you to invite our viewers to our live webinar tonight, Sister Ife.
Yes, today is one of those beautiful days I always love. Tuesday, free webinar day. We have a webinar every week, 2 days every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today is the first day in the week. So how will you be a part of this webinar is the first step. You see our websites on the screen. Just go to any of one of them. Just one, don't go to both. Take one of them, put in your name and your email address so that we can send you the webinar link for you to be a part of. That is how we all started. You have to either watch the live or watch the replay. The live gives you an opportunity to ask questions right there and get it answered immediately. Replay, you will get your questions answered, but that will be by one of us, either one of us. But the live, there are people there, the presenters there that will answer your question. So the webinar starts at 5 p.m. PST if you live within the Pacific Standard Time Zone, or at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or if you live in Europe, UK, 1 a.m. If you cannot, if you live in the UK, I know it's too late. If you're not able to watch it, there is always a replay. When we send you the link, the replay will be in the link. So you can go to that link, click it, and see the replay there and watch it if you are not able to watch it live. This is an opportunity, a golden opportunity for you to be a part of this amazing business community. Don't miss it. Come in and see what we talk about every day. There's no obligation. We're not asking you to pay anything. It's completely free. Free as the air. Come in, just listen, ask questions, and get information about this business. And you will thank yourself for this day. This very beginning, that this first day, this first step you're taking, you will thank yourself for it. So don't miss it. If you're working and you're not able to do it live, that's fine. Watch the replay. But go and give us your name and email so that we will be able to send you the link. All right. We'll see you there later in the day.
Yeah. See you at the inside. Bye.
Bye-bye and have a lovely Tuesday.
Thank you so much for those.
Webinar day. Don't miss it.
Bye. See you again tomorrow.
Yes.